everybody? What up? Welcome back on the radar from home, quarantine edition, whatever you want to call it now. We've been doing this for like 4 months now, but I got my guy, Jaah SLT, calling in. What's up, bro?
What's good with you, bro?
Yo, I have to say that this video for Say Me was tripping me out. Because I'm not going to lie, I was watching it the other day when I was a little smacked, and it was like, I saw the vision that you was going for with the song and the video.
Hey, I'm gonna keep it a band. I didn't even know what the video was gonna be like. I was just like, Matt, that's my cameraman. I'm like, bruh, let's just shoot a video and you do what you want. And then he sent me that and I'm like, yeah, that's cool.
You were like, you know what? Fuck it. This is what we're doing. But you just dropped this video for Say Me. Talk to me a little bit about the song and the video and the inspiration behind all that.
Well, the song was just like, I ain't changed. I'm still the same me, because everyone knows that I'm signed now. So people think once you sign, you sold your soul or something like that. Like, nah, I'm still Jameer that went to Myers Park, still the same person. And the jersey reference, somebody had took my jersey. Well, they didn't take it. They had my jersey, and they didn't want to give it back to me. So I was like, fuck that shit. You can have my jersey. And then I put that in the song, and then I just went from there. And then boom.
And then
boom. Just kept it 100. Just kept it being me.
So when I was doing a little bit of my research on you, right? I found a couple different tweets and things about you, and I thought they were interesting because I think it was my mixtape. They called you a trap punk beats rapper. And I think that's like interesting because like you hear like trap or like trap punk rapper, trap punk, this and that. So I wanted to ask you, how do you feel about like, I guess, do you call yourself that? Do you feel like that you occupy that lane? Or is that like, you just like, they called you that and like, you're like, you know what? Yeah, that's me.
Nah, I'm just making music. I don't really have a genre of music. I just make music. Cause like, that's cool though. If that's what they want to call it, yeah, that's cool. But like, I can't really tell you my genre of music because I make just different kinds.
Yeah, because I was even listening to your project, which I thought was hilarious that you named it like the date that it dropped, if I'm not mistaken. It was like 2/7/20, and I was like, he's got a lot of different type of vibes on here. Like it's not just like you're a trap punk beats rapper. It's like you actually had like a lot of different like types of styles on that album that you explored, along with the turn up music too at the same time.
Of course, always got to add that in there. Who don't like turn up music?
So why did you like with that project? Because I thought that the concept of you naming the project like the date that you dropped it, like why did you decide to do that? Like what was your decision process behind that?
Well, the first EP I ever dropped was a date, and I dropped it because there's like no theme to my tapes. It's just like I drop it, and that's how it is. And so I was just like, man, I'm just gonna drop it on a date. People want to know when my tape come out. That's the date, and it come out on that date, and boom, you can run with it. Because there's so much like there could be a song where I'm talking about F you, I hate you, or there could be a song I talk about I love you. And I don't know how to put all songs into like one type of. I don't know. I'm all over the place.
No, that's funny to me. You're like taking out that like extra step of like what people got to do. Like they don't have to even think about the album title because the album title and the release date is the same thing.
Right.
I think that's funny. And I also saw that you were that Rolling Stones named you like in their top 25 breakthrough artists. Like how did that feel to be recognized like by Rolling Stones magazine? Because Rolling Stones magazine, that's a big deal, bro.
I didn't realize how much of a deal it was till like after the fact. And it's just like, I don't know, bro. I don't know how to feel about it. It's like, it's cool. You feel me? But like, I don't know how to feel about it.
You just
like, I never really knew about, I just knew Rolling Stones was like a huge magazine. Right. But I didn't know like how big that was to be on that. And like, see, I really don't have an explanation. Like, I don't know. It's cool though. It's cool. I'm a humble person, so.
I know, I see that. Like I did all this research, I'm throwing all these things at you, and you're like, yeah, it's cool, man. It is what it is. But I fuck with that because it shows that, you enjoy doing what you're doing.
I love it. Just love making music. That's really it. I don't really care about anything else. Just making music.
So when you see those things, they don't like phase you at all. You just like, all right, that's cool. It's another accolade. All right, I could keep making music and then keep it pushing.
Yeah. Keep pushing, just keep making music. That's all. I just love making music. Like, I don't really care, like, about awards or, like, being top this, top that, or the views and stuff like that. I just like putting out good music. And I like people who like good music.
Nah, I love that, bro. I love that. And so, all right, so you talking about putting out music and whatnot. So what we doing in 2020, man? How's the quarantine been treating you? What you been up to? How have you been, I guess, staying up, staying sane, all that?
Man, I've been smoking too much. Just been smoking. Smoking's blowing down up in here, man. My mama right here, she looking at me, but I've been blowing down. It's been going crazy. Just smoking, making music. The courts in North Carolina are closed because I play basketball. So I'll go hoop every day in, like, South Carolina. I'll hoop a little bit. Just really hooping, smoking, making music, just living, chilling.
So you like right on the border of like North Carolina and South Carolina?
I live directly, like, I'm talking about, we pull out the neighborhood, you go up the street, you in South Carolina.
That's crazy. And you know what? Like, the Carolinas have had like a good run these past couple of years. You know what I'm saying?
Yes,
so like,
sir. Yes, sir.
So like, that's also something that I kind of want to pick your brain on. Like, I feel like, you're also part of that wave. You know what I'm saying? You've been making a lot of noise with these records, with the albums, with the projects. Where do you, I guess, personally, you feel like you fit in when it comes to like the new, I guess, emerging scene of artists coming out of your area?
I'm my own person. So that's how I feel about it. I don't really group myself. I just feel like I'm Jameer. I mean, that's my first name. I don't like
you was about to give out your whole government name in the interview, bro.
I'm saying, bro, let me chill. But I don't know. I just feel like I'm just me. Like, I'm not in a group with somebody. I'm not, because I'm associated with like everyone in Charlotte. Like, because I went to a mixed school, so I know all types of people. I grew up on all types of side of Charlotte. I seen the bad, the good, and everything. And just like, I'm my own person. Because I done seen so much that I couldn't be in one group because I still want to bang with other people. So I'm just me.
Man, I love that. I still love how I'm throwing all these things at you, and you're like the most humblest person on the planet right now. I have to say, you up there with like the humblest artist I've ever interviewed in my life.
Appreciate you.
So when it comes to your music, since you talked about you do so many different types of like styles, and you don't really limit yourself to like one specific, I guess, genre, you could say, who would you like? I know you have like a lot of different inspirations, but I want to hear it from you. Like, who do you like, I guess, you look up to, or like you kind of channel when you're in the studio making these projects or these records?
My pops.
Your pops did music too?
He the one that put me on rapping. He was
a
rapper before me. So, and he would always freestyle. He put me on, because I couldn't listen to, like, when I was coming up in 2006 and 2007, I couldn't listen to that kind of rap music. I had to listen to KRS-One, Pete Rock. I was listening to all 80s rock, Led Zeppelin. I was listening to what he grew up on.
Okay.
And he put me on so much music, and he made me realize that it's okay to like different type of music. And it's okay to be different. And when I go in the studio, I'm like, I just think, just be different. Just think what my dad would do or something like that.
That's dope. And I love hearing like people say that, because, you don't always hear that too much. And as someone whose pops was like very similar, like I was raised on like Led Zeppelin and like all those bands, but also, the KRS-Ones and the Run DMCs and all, the New York hip hop, like old school New York hip hop scene. So that's pretty cool that like you're able to like be a fan of like rock and genre and like other types of genres besides hip hop, and have that still become like a part of your music. So what else we got going for 2020, bro? Like, you got this new record out, you got the new video out, very dope. You already dropped one project this year. Like, what else? What's the next move for you for this year?
I got 2 singles coming up. I don't want to cap. I honestly don't know when they're going to drop, but just know I have 2 singles coming up within the next 2 months. I wouldn't even say 2, within the next month and a half. Then I'm going to drop a project before the end of 2020.
Nice. You hitting people back to back with these projects.
Yes, sir. Got to get them what they need.
I love that. I love that. And you know, something I've been doing with every artist that that I interview during the quarantine, as long as we're here. I mean, it's been like 4 or 5 months now, but I'm gonna still do it because I feel like it's still relevant. I've been asking y'all to, you know, with everybody being home, and you know, people who are struggling, you know, maybe some of your fans who might be down or depressed or upset or you know, just struggling in their day-to-day lives. I guess what would be, or even an artist, like a fellow artist who might be struggling to be creative during these times, what would be your message to anybody watching this, whether they be a fan, whether they just be somebody who stumbled upon the video, struggling, or artist, whatever?
Do what you want. There's no rules. And don't try to compare yourself to what someone else has. Just worry about you. That's all you got to do. Worry about you and you straight. You stay out of all the beef. You stay out of all the other rah-rah, this, that, and the third, and just focus on what you need to do. You straight. Because at the end of the day, F what anyone got to say about you. You feel me? Because it's just another person's opinion. Just keep doing what you got to do and stay focused. That's it.
Boom. I love that. I want to thank you so much again for hopping on to chop it up with me. Let the people know where they can follow you at, where they can stream your music, the new video out, all that beautiful stuff. Whatever they got to know, let them know.
Hey, Jaah SLT, that's pretty much all you got to look up because that's for everything, Twitter, IG, TikTok. If I got any more accounts, that's what you look up. That's J2AH SLT tatted on my skin. Yeah.
Boom, there it is, man. I want to thank you again for hopping on with me today, man. I love the new record, love the new video, and I'm looking forward to your 2 new singles whenever they drop in that new project.
Yes, sir.
My guy, Jaah SLT on the radar, baby. Appreciate you.
Appreciate you.